Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 24 of this Crystal Palace save. We've been having a lot of fun with this, so we're still here halfway through season 3, which is very, very exciting. Last time we were together, we just got a good win away at Everton. It was looking kind of good. Well, we were running into that difficult run of form and things have really not gone well. And let's go and have a look. The form has left the building, we'll say that much. And it's a similar time of year to when it happened last time, although we've maybe got a few more points on the board than last time. We're not bottom of the table, but it's worrying. So we started off with a home game against Chelsea. I thought maybe after that win against Everton, maybe we could pick something up, but we didn't. We lost that pretty conclusively 3-1. Eze with a goal, which is always good, but we weren't particularly great. Then we had a very good game away against Arsenal. I thought this was particularly good. We lost 3-2. Adams and Shabbat doing well. Milivojevic got himself sent off. Not great, but a 3-2 away loss against Arsenal is not a terrible thing. And we were doing our best to try and get into that game. So I thought, well, maybe. But we had difficult games ahead. We had a friendly against Brackley, which we won comfortably, but then by far the worst 2 games we've played. 4-0 home loss against Manchester United. We were dreadful. I mean, dreadful. And when I say dreadful, I mean really dreadful. We hardly had a shot. They had 30, 40 shots in the game. Deserved more goals. Didn't know what that was all about. Went home against Everton, who are not particularly great in the league. We lost to them and they should have beaten us by a lot more. They missed a penalty. We did get back into it and they scored a late goal. We had our chances later on, but it was not pretty. And we're playing here as promised against Tottenham, but we have made some signings, and are these going to make some difference? We've also slightly fiddled with the tactic as well, because we're having a bit of trouble up top. So rather than having a load of players who aren't playing well, why not try and fit in other players who might be playing better? Let's have a look at the transfers. Esposito, our midfielder from Eibar. The verdict is he's crap. That's my verdict. Despite his wonderful attributes, despite all that, I just can't get him playing. He's pretty terrible. I don't know whether this is a positional thing or what, but he just does not do the job. So we've made a signing, and maybe we've overpaid for this guy, Joe Aribo from Rangers. Looky. Okay, he's got some things that he's not so great at, but just look at this. Maybe not perfect for a playmaker, but we'll get him to run a bit more maybe. But first touch of 19, I mean, the guy is just going to do everything perfectly there, isn't he? A dribbling of 16, nice. Composure of 16, nice. Not going to get flustered. Flair of 16. I mean, how can you have that much flair and that much composure? Doesn't work, but just unbelievable. And then vision of 16 with reasonable passing as well. So that guy looks like he's a pretty good player. Decent physicals as well. Pretty pleased with that. We've also brought in another defender, and the reason for that is because Yara Riedewald has finally left the club. That's a shame. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot, but he didn't like me. So, you know, what can you say? So, in his place, we've spent some money. Denis Popov, who is a very aggressive man. I basically don't talk to him because I'm scared of him, but physically he's a monster. 14s and 15s. Mentally he's a monster. 16s all over the shop. I mean, look at this man. And then where you want him to be, he's good technically with a little bit of passing included. So I'm pretty happy with that as well. The passing vision's not perfect, but you know, he's a young Ukrainian who in my view is only going to get better, and he's got a goalkeeping rating of 3, so keep that in mind. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but hopefully it will. Tactically, we've gone back to this, something that looks like this. We've been fiddling around with some of the roles. None of that had worked, so we are playing with Nakajima just behind Armstrong, Adams in on the left side, and We don't have much on the bench, as you can see. Milivojevic, Nikita, Mayoral and Niambi all out injured. Dickie's not doing anything. Sakho's pretty terrible, and Ben Pearson hates me. So, you know, the team picks itself, really. Right then, folks, let's go and do this thing. We have Tottenham at home, and you are going to be the proud owners of a terrible performance, because up to now, the last 2 seasons, I don't think we've actually had a loss on camera. I think that might change today, but I'd like to be wrong. I have switched the computer off and on again, so that's a thing. No one will really agree it's a thing, but that is a thing. Tottenham, we have beat at this time of the season 6-1, if we remember back not too long ago. That was with 3 up top. Sorry, not 3 up top, 2 up top. Ben Pearson, we will stall that offer until I can have a think about it. I don't want to think in front of you lot. It hurts too much. Right then, let's see what we can do here against Tottenham. I think for this match I am going to take it off. I'm going to put a start on a balanced approach. I'm going to take work the ball in the box off, I think. I'm going to play a little bit wider because we've got a few more players out there. And do we play with a passing on? No, I think we go with shorter still, and we'll see what happens out of that. Offside trap is something that I'm considering getting rid of, but we'll see what happens. Podence is someone we can bring on. A lot of people not happy with the tactical setup. That's because it's been a while since they've come across this one. We've been playing 2 up top for about a season and a half, but Adams and Armstrong just are not playing well together. We've got no Nketiah. Merrill is not doing well. Another crappy signing from yours truly. Let's see what we can do. No one expects you can do anything, but you've got the pressure of the cameras on you, so you're going to do it. Or not. Dele Alli scored every game in the last 3. Great. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, Son is a very good player. Yeah, they would be worse off. That's why we're going to target him with nasty challenges. So, we're 10th in the league. 21, we're 11 points ahead of Sheffield United, but we just lost to wow, who was picking him up? That was pretty awful. Yeah, we just lost to Everton, who are right at the bottom and didn't play well. Let's I mean, a draw wouldn't be bad. I'm not saying we're going to get any. I think I pressed the wrong button because I wasn't really paying attention, or I was looking at the screen, so I might have shouted the wrong thing, which is not it's not really something that would happen, is it? You shout the wrong thing. We've got a corner. Right then. Come on, boys. Is he going for the long throw? Mitchell's been out for a while, so it's good to have these ridiculous throws. Oh, you cannot miss that. Oh my God. How can that happen? Is he going to go down the other end? That was our highlight. We deserved it. Oh, feck it. It's just typical. Go down the other end and score a bloody goal. Why don't you? Right, so we've not seen much from the blue team. And Ndombele, do we go cautious? It's the question. Defence has just fallen apart there. Is that offside? Could that be offside, maybe? But this is one of the issues we're having. I think what I'm going to do is just see what happens if I take that offside trap out, because maybe it's that people are kind of getting it now. They're sort of working out our offside trap a little bit. We've got fast defenders, so let's not play the offside trap. Let's not do that. Defensive width is standard. I think that's fine. Okay. Let's do this. Right, ball into Mitchell. We haven't seen an attack in about 10 games. It's not terrible, I have to say. I mean, this is as bad as this looks. This is not. This is pretty. tame stuff in comparison to what we've been doing recently. Laird. Oh. But the finishing is spot on. That is our quality finishing, absolutely there. So we probably should have got a goal back there. Okay, it's not terrible. It is not terrible. So what does he want to say? No one's expecting anything. I don't think that's what we're going to say. I want to say, no, I don't say you're unlucky. I think you've got more to show in the second half. Points finger. No, we don't deserve to win this match. Show me something else in the second half. That's it. And it worked quite nicely. Not changing anything. We are going to shout with a demand more right from the kickoff. Nakajima's done very little. Sort of randomly clicking there. I don't know. Do we try? And we've got Esposito. Do we try playing 3 there? I know this is slightly more defensive, but then put Adams on attacking. I think we might have tried this before. McCarthy as that ball-winning midfielder. And then we bring in Mr. Terrible himself, Esposito. As you know, we do 2 playmakers as a box-to-box on the support. And see what that does. Because Nakajima is doing nothing, as far as I can tell. That didn't work. I can have a shot from distance. Oh, that was lovely. Uria, Serge. Put it through. Our despairing goalkeeper placed it nicely, you have to say. And that is a little bit of a worry. But we don't really have anyone on the bench to bring off. Popov has played well, though. That's a good Aribo. Should we do that? Try roaming playmaker. Well, they'll not. Mitchell, he's going to throw it in long. Ball's out. Esposito is wearing the referee's colours for some reason. I mean, that's cheating, isn't it? Surely. What are you doing, man? I don't think I've got any subs left, but right, nicely done. Ball out. We've lost that kind of that pace that we had, and that. Oh well, that's a nice challenge because Eze gets something. He does. It's Adams. It's Che Adams. He finds Armstrong. Go on, shoot. Yes, it's in. It's 2-1. Armstrong gets it in. Is there still an opportunity? We're going to go positive. We do have 1 sub left. Got a lot of knackered people out there. Che Adams. We've got Diangana who could come on. Is he the man? Acceleration of 4 billion. Or is it Podance? Oh, I don't know. Let's do this. Let's bring on Podance right at the end. Because if you're gonna do it, that's what's got to happen, isn't it? Mitchell, he's now wearing the referee's colours. Well, I've got to say, just we look a little bit nothingy in defence. I don't think I've got any more substitutions to make, mate. Podance, ball in. Come on. Let's do this thing. No. Ball out. For a second there, I believe, I thought we might get a chance, but it looks like it's going to be for them. We're not tackling particularly well. We're just eaten through the defence there, and that is how good teams play, and we are not. We haven't got that understanding at the minute. That sort of short passing. Oh well. It's better though. This is better. We've had as many shots as they have. Oh, Deja, okay, why is Diangana on? I have made 4 subs. Or have I? Oh, I'm so confused. Well, we've got away with a few as well that have hit the bar, but it is a 3-1 loss. It is a 3-1 loss, and we have lost another game. But XG wise, we didn't look too bad. I think you look at their play; they looked a lot better than us. We only made 3 subs, but we've got to figure out this midfield, because I don't know what's going on with that. I do need to try and figure that one out. Maybe we could play McCarthy in a more reserved role with Esposito and Aribo ahead of him, maybe. I don't know. But neither of them are doing well. Popov, good start though. Rest of the defence, not so good. Anyway, that will do. We are playing Brentford up next, who are bottom of the league, so hopefully we can get something out of that. I don't have anyone to replace James McCarthy on the bench, so, I mean, who do they want me to replace him with? Anyway, decent debut for Popov, and yeah, okay, so what we're going to do, we got a lot of games here in January. Hopefully we'll manage to pick up a few wins in here. It looks a reasonable run of form. We're going to come back for the start of February. We'll have played a bunch of games, and hopefully we'll be in a better situation than we are now in terms of form, and then we'll kind of work our way towards the end of the season. I think this will be the last season unless we get into Europe. That's, I think, what we'll do. We'll knock it on the head then, and then when this finishes, probably around the same time, I've got a new series that, if you've watched the channel for any period of time, which will be coming around that time, so I probably won't start anything new, called the Versus series. It's Versus 5 that is coming. Just sort of setting it up with a bunch of other creators. It's not in Versus mode in FM Touch. It's not that at all. Go back and watch the previous series for a little bit of a taster as to what it was, and see if you're interested. Anyway guys, if you have enjoyed that, please hit that like button, please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time. Hopefully come the first match in February, we are winning some games. See you then, goodbye.